Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Freddie here, in kind of like a somewhat temporary setup. We basically had to just move things around because we're kind of moving all our sun stuff into where the studio was, and then I have to kind of just make this as a temporary setup. Um, but yeah, this is it for the most part. I know it's been a while since I actually sat down or talked on here on the channel. Just want to give you guys just like a small update of what's going on. I mean, it's nothing like crazy, like I said in like previous videos, I'm just like a full-time dad. So it's kind of a little bit difficult for me to actually sit down and like create stuff. Um but yeah, it's kind of like getting me back in the groove. Like when you kind of break down your studio, or if you have to move and then you have to like move things around and then you build it back up, it kind of gives you a little bit of motivation to kind of make stuff. Because for the most part, I've just been just making music like in the kitchen or the living room, just like using the MPC or using like just a standalone piece of gear, just to make it a little bit easier for me, because I can't really like sit down at a computer and try to like connect all these things and then try to make music in like the living room or the kitchen or something like that. But yeah, uh yeah, like this is just kind of like the the necessities for the most part. um just like my computer, and then like some controllers like the push, and then over here I have like the MPC one, as well as just like what's it called, it's like a side cart that holds my other samplers and stuff like that. I have the SP 404 over there, and then I just got the Octatrack, which I'm still like learning the ins and outs of. I haven't really made too much on there, but mainly back on the MPC for the most part. I did get the MPC X, but there was an issue with it, and I actually had to return it. So I picked up the MPC one just for the time being. I might get the MPC X again. I'm just waiting to get like a good deal on it. Um, or if Akai, if you want to send me one, I don't know. Just putting it out there. But I enjoy using the MPC X out of all the newer MPCs, because it has all the buttons. Like my muscle memory is so used to using like cursors and like the jog wheel in a specific way, that when you go to using like MPC Live or the MPC One, like the touchscreen thing, is kind of a, I don't know. It's not like a learning curve, but it's just like you have to kind of navigate through the menu system a little bit differently. That's why I like the MPC X, because it has all the classic kind of buttons as the MPC. But yeah, same software though. Like I don't understand why they made an MPC one and then an MPC one plus, and the MPC one plus, they just like had features on it that should have been on the MPC one. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, I got rid of my Live like a while back, and I got rid of like a few other samplers a while back, and then that I just wasn't using. But then yeah, I'm on Ableton again, or Live, and I have not tested Live 12 yet. I did kind of mess around with the new Ableton Push 3, Ableton Live Push 3, the standalone, and it's a beast of a machine. Like it's incredible. If you haven't actually had gotten your hands on it, it's incredibly heavy because there's like a built-in battery in it. But just messing around with it for the limited time that I'd had with it, it's still very dependent on a computer. Like you can't just load sessions from like an external hard drive onto the Push. You have to open up the sessions on your computer and then bring them into the unit. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it kind of defeats the purpose of a standalone. Whereas like on the MPC, like you can literally just plug in a like an SD card or like an external hard drive, and you can make like you could take your samples from those and then just start making beats. I mean, the MPC or the Ableton Push 3 is good if you're making something brand new from scratch. Like you don't need to import a lot of things over. I think maybe initially when you first get the unit, you have to start importing things, but it's still heavily dependent on a computer, which I feel like defeats the purpose of a standalone. But it's built really solid. The pads are like, they have like these new kind of things where you can glide on the pads and stuff like that. And then it has like this jog wheel, like this push encoder, which I kind of half-ass think it's okay, because not only can you rotate the encoder and push it, but you can also use it kind of like a joystick. And I feel like a lot of times I was just accidentally like moving the joystick when I didn't want to. So you'll be navigating through the file system, and then you'll accidentally move the joystick or the wheel as a joystick, and it'll kind of throw you off a little bit. And I don't know why they did that. They should have just kept like the cursor and then had just a push encoder. So I don't know. But anyway, I probably for the most part will not be getting a Push 3, only because I feel like I don't need it. If you already have a Push 2, I feel like you don't really need to upgrade to a standalone. But I think it's good for, I don't know, like maybe if you're doing like live jam sets and stuff like that, and or if you don't already own a Push and you've been thinking about making a leap into getting a controller for Ableton, there's some good deals on the Push 2 used, as well as, if you want the latest and greatest, you can get either the standalone or just the controller. I think the controller itself goes for like a G, and then the standalone is like, I think like $1,400 or something like that. But yeah, right now my mindset, or like my creative juices are that sounds terrible. My creative juices are in the Ableton, or not the MPC kind of mindset, using the hardware. I feel like I use the MPC more to like sketch like a solid kind of idea, and then I'll import it into Ableton and then kind of finish it that way. But yeah, I like some of the new features as far as the new updates go. Like it kind of helped out a little bit. But anyway, other than that, I haven't really been doing too much research on gear. I kind of catch things here and there. I just don't have time, honestly. Our son like takes up like 90% of my time, and this is the only time I get to actually sit down and like talk to you guys, is when he's like napping, or like when he's sleeping at night, and I only have like a very short amount of time to work on things, because he wakes up early, and I'm somewhat of an early bird, but you have to be ready when he wakes up way too early. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good like 2023. I don't even know like the what's it called, like nothing really stands out as far as like incredible things that happened for me in 2023. Like everything has just been revolving around family, like our family and our son and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, like I could play a beat that I just kind of been working on last night. I'm probably making this video way too long, but let's go ahead and let's listen to it here. Here, I'll do the sample first here. I'm always like utilizing like piano samples and stuff like that. So I've been trying to get into just making more like hard hitting beats, like these more rugged beats, and then all of a sudden like something like this comes out of it. So there's no way for me to escape it, people. I've been trying, honestly. I've been trying to like I'll like on Spotify when I walk the dog, or like when I'm just like here in the studio just listening to music for inspiration. I'm listening to the most grimiest shit ever, honestly. I'm I'm listening to like stuff from the 90s, like the late 90s and like mid 90s, and like newer kind of like Alchemist beats, and like just like kind of more rugged and more raw kind of stuff. And then I'll try my best not to like copy it, but like to just kind of use it as inspiration. And then it's something like this comes along, which isn't bad. It's just I just can't get away from it. I'm trying, but whatever. But anyway, I just want to come on here and just like kind of talk to you, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Let me know like what you guys, as far as like gear goes, like what you guys are using, or like what do you think like I would kind of benefit from? Like I look into keyboards like synths for like sounds and stuff like that. I kind of enjoy like using preset kind of like synth sounds on certain keyboards, but then I don't know like how often I'd be using a keyboard, and I kind of battle with that in my head. It's first world problems or whatever. But yeah, other than that, just kind of just fucking around in the studio. Really, it's just I'm not trying to make anything solidified. I will be trying to press a bunch of stuff on vinyl. I'm just kind of getting the ball rolling for that. I don't have any like specific date for it or anything like that, but hopefully I'll be able to get it out sometime early next year, and I'll just put it out all myself, and I'll handle all the logistics and all that stuff. And just kind of like a compilation of like the latest stuff on Spotify, as well as some stuff that you've only heard on like these videos, as well as some new stuff I'll sprinkle in there, just to kind of get it like a physical product out for people to collect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, That's other than that. I don't know. I really don't even have time to like watch anything for the most part. I watch some shows and like movies with my wife here and there, but our kid just eats up everything. Eats up your soul as well. I'm just joking. I did get a Steam Deck though. I know like handheld PC gaming is kind of like this new kind of thing right now, or in the past like couple of years. I did a bunch of research as far as like handhelds. I looked at the Steam Deck. I looked at the ROG Ally, and I looked at the new Legion Go. And I was actually waiting for the Legion Go to come out, but then I was watching a bunch of reviews and like whatnot, and it seemed like it was having a lot of issues, like performance issues. And then I also did some research on like like cost as well as features and stuff like that, and I just went with a Steam Deck. I ended up buying like the lowest tier Steam Deck, and then just installing my own NVMe in it, like a 2 terabyte one. It just made costs go down a lot more than just buying like the top tier one. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I'm not like a heavy PC gamer, or even just a gamer in general, but like I don't have, like when I'm watching my son, I don't really have that much to do. So I can't like sit there and like turn on the PlayStation and then like just game like while I'm watching him. So I have like the Steam Deck with me, and I just kind of play like little games here and there, and then while I'm watching him, and then it's like, okay, now it's lunchtime, so now we gotta do lunch. But I've just been playing like some games off Steam that I've just been putting off. And then on the Steam Deck, I'm actually running Windows on the Steam Deck. I opted not to run Steam OS and run Windows on it, so I can play a few games that aren't available on Steam OS, or you can't play it on like Linux. So yeah, I mean, I play a few I play Call of Duty just casually. I'm not like on there really. Like I'm not on Warzone or anything like that. And then I play a lot of adventure games. Like I just finished Ratchet and Clank. I've always played that since like the very first one, and I kind of grinded like a couple days on that, and I just completed 100% on it on like the extremist setting. And then now I'm just playing like older games. Like I was playing Elden Ring when it first came out, and then now I'm kind of just casually playing that just to kind of find things that I haven't really like found yet and stuff like that. But yeah, Steam Deck's fun. Like having a handheld PC is a lot of fun. I thought it'd be like kind of like a niche kind of thing, and I wouldn't really enjoy it as much, but it's pretty decent when you know how to like run a PC well. You can kind of boost its limitations a little bit. But yeah, anyway, I'll give everybody an update of when I'm going to drop that vinyl. Hopefully it's sometime early next year. I'm just kind of piecing everything together, and I kind of want to make it like this whole creative effort as far as me, because not only is it going to be like vinyl, like my music, but look, for the past like couple years, I've just been shooting on film, camera, like a bunch of different cameras, and I kind of want to do kind of like a photo, kind of not a booklet, but maybe like an insert for the album of just like all the photos that I've taken in the past like couple years. Cool photos, anyway. All right, guys, peace.